Hey, this is Russ with Wing Saber Historical Fencing. Have you tried to do this lineage while not possessing a waist? I have many people who come to the school and they try to do this lineage's fencing while not possessing a waist. Roman and Kat are off camera laughing at me right now because they've seen this and been this. When Kat showed up, she said, no, ribs don't move. There's no way that could happen. Physical people are not built like that. It's not a rib cage, it's a rib opportunity. We have living lineages, and that means we have extra lineages, and one of them is French martial arts. I'm going to demonstrate a really quick, really dirty version of a couple of strikes from Lacan that you can work into your repertoire if you're finding that you don't know how you can do this with your body. Because if you can't generate power from your waist, let's just say you're going to have a hard time, right? So I'm going to distort the technique on this ever so slightly so everything shows up on camera. This is called a brise, and it's basically just an overhand whack. I'm going to go pop and look at how my torso turns. My lower body is doing very little. Now here's the mystic secret for your practice. Why would I do this? Notice I've kept a fist grip the whole time. Pop. This is a very heavy stick for the purpose. An actual competitive canist can throw 6 strikes a second this way. They're not using 1.5 rattan to do it, trust me. If I do this with my arm, I run out of space and my hand has to open. This is garbage technique. This is not good. You want to be able to keep that fist grip so you never have to worry about getting disarmed while you finish here. If I finish here, even if I've turned my waist, notice I'm more square to the camera, not as much waist movement. End with the strike palm up, and that helps you rotate out to the side. Now, we're not doing a YouTube channel about Lacan because there's lots of that all over the internet, many of them made by people who would look at my technique and snicker quietly while trying not to throw up in a plastic bag. Maybe a paper bag if they were trying not to hyperventilate from giggling too much. But it is very, very useful for learning how to turn the waist. And we routinely teach at least 1 cycle a year of canne and bâton to help people develop that waist ability. This lineage is very compatible with French martial arts. It doesn't clash. It's really, really useful. So what I'm going to do is have Kat come out, and she's going to make the movements, and I'm going to make adjustments on her stance and movement so you can see the difference. Kat, come on out. While we're doing this, I would like to point out, for the benefit of the camera, plaid pants. Still goth, but now you can see how she's standing. All she has to say is you're welcome. Okay, so Kat, prepare to throw a breezy. Come on, camera over here. About there, good. Okay, come in stance. So begin throwing your breezy. Good. Now, notice her palm is up. The more the palm turns up, did you see her shoulder drop back? If I do this, notice her shoulder started to roll back. So you don't want to end this with your palm sideways. You want to go this way. Yes, this is totally so I have an excuse to joint lock Kat on camera, right?
Ow, quit.
We'll go to Waffle House later. That wasn't creepy. All right, so throw lateral. And her torso moves. Start to throw lateral. Freeze. She's turning from her waist. I'm going to duck and put my hands right here with my thumbs on the bottom of her floating ribs. This is where the waist moves. Okay, finish the strike. See how the hands are really changing position? Do it again. Do it again. Massive waist movement. You can include a few of these when you're playing with a focus, and you get better at slapping people with it at the same time as you move your waist. The focus movements, when you're cutting in one hand, are very similar to saber, And when you do your cuts 5 and 6, there's an awful lot in common with throwing a lateral for Lacan. So play with these movements. Throw a brise again. Freeze. When she's in this part of her upswing, look at the shoulder. Lots of turn has happened here. Her lower body hasn't done much. Finish the blow. Palms up. Now the shoulder alignment is completely opposite. Lots of rib training, very little effort. You don't have to do Russian twists to train your waist. Although if you're trying to get swole, that is a good option. But if you just want to smack people, Lacan is your friend. All right? Sorry about stepping on your foot there.
All good.
All right, so play with that, and you will find yourself cutting less like this. Jake's going to be pissed when he sees this. But that's totally what he looked like the first month. All right, have fun and go do the thing. We've got more videos and content coming, so if you liked what you saw and it was useful for you, please stab the like button, /subscribe, and punch the little bell icon so that you're notified immediately when new content comes available. Thanks, and go do the thing.